27,000 SKAVEN have entered this battlefield. How many of them will leave it? Hey, how's it going? My name is jackiefishhh and welcome back to another Warhammer 2 laboratory battle as we decide to put a shit ton of soldiers together and just see what happens. So yes, as I said, we have 27,000 SKAVEN up against 8,500 High Elves, and the High Elf army is going to be consisting mainly of the bows. I went ahead and stuck the reload time up for archers up by 50%, so we should be seeing these archers just flying towards the enemy, and that's what you can see. My entire army is basically made up of archers. I have a few, sword masters of Hoeth in the woods, and also, Phoenix Guard as well. But besides that, I'm very, very, very archer heavy, and we're basically just going to see what is mightier, the SKAVEN or the High Elf bow, and it should be fun. Can they block out the sun with their ammunition and with their higher archery rate? And I think it'll just be really, really cool to see them go through the arrow fire just flying over, and we can just watch the battle unfold. So I guess without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the battle and watch this SKAVEN horde throw forward, because I mean it's going to be very, very scary. Luckily we also have the Eagle bolt throwers as well. We'll stick these guys on multi-shot and just try and smash the SKAVEN horde. I will grant you as well, the SKAVEN horde is not too bad. If we go on slow-mo real quickly, the SKAVEN horde, I have given them a whole range of force. As you can see right here, we have Storm Vermin on the front line. We have an Abomination, you can see right there. I mean, it's not hard to miss. It is absolutely disgusting. We got Plague Sensor Bearers. We do also have, crappier units. We do have the Clan Rats and, the Clan Rats with shields and stuff, but their overall force is actually really, really strong. So I think it's going to be a very, very close battle, and obviously they outnumber us 3-1 as well, so, outnumbering your opponent 3-1 is always good. I also stock up the leadership as well, so the leadership is much higher, which should really come into play on the SKAVEN side. I think I stuck their leadership up to 150% or something, and I'm actually going to take a leaf out of the SKAVEN book actually, so they don't fully envelop me, and just spread out my battle line as well. I probably should have done this a little bit further, but now fuck it, we'll leave it. I'll send the Phoenix Guard out here to fill in this gap actually. The Phoenix Guard can run off there. And here we go, the first little artillery shots coming off. They're going to be smashing this unit of Storm Vermin, hopefully just destroying their ranks. I mean, that was not a bad little volley right there. That was the Eagle bolt thrower coming in with his first little shot. Another volley there, smashing away the ranks. All my units should be on guard mode, and I think we will be coming into the first volley of the Sea Guard as well. Yeah, there we have it, the Sea Guard coming out in the woods. First little volleys out here in the woods, they're going to be smashing down. You can just see the rate of fire right now. Oh my god, imagine being these rats running through the forest. Luckily, they're actually in the forest. They're taking a little bit of support right there. Are these guys shooting? There we go. The rest of the main battle line coming in, and their arrow fire is going to be pretty brutal, I'm hoping, especially with the artillery as well. Oh, that blood just splattering out. I'm really surprised that these archers aren't shooting faster. I don't know if something's in their way or if the Sea Guard reload time just isn't there. There is also a unit of light archers behind them as well. Oh my god, look at this arrow fire. But the Rat Ogres are going to be smashing into the ranks of the Sea Guard. Luckily, the Sea Guard do have good charge defense, but that's going to be hard for them to deal with now that has formed up. Oh, we also have the Phoenix Guard as well getting smashed by the Rats right now. Phoenix Guard are going to have to try and hold their ground here. They've got a lot of ratties to try and take down. I mean, just look at that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we did end up seeing the center breaking for the SKAVEN, and then us just obviously having to rotate around, which I'm going to actually try and do to help them out a little bit. We also have Tetlus as well. Tetlus is one of my favorite mages. He is just absolutely awesome. He really is just like fucking so cool in the end times. He offers so much like just cool battle stuff. There's a point, without too many spoilers, I mean it's hard to spoil it now, it's been out for so long, but there's a point in there where all shit goes down and Tetlus, Cetra and Balthazar Gelt are all trying to close the vortex, not the vortex, but close the rift, and something happens, and then Tetlus and Cetra just take on all this power, and it's just crazy to think, Tetlus is this just amazing, mage, and he just takes on all this extra power and kind of gets shit under control along with the help of Cetra, and it's just so awesome. The end times, man, without like the actual pinnacle of the ending of the end times, you know, when it does go into Age of Sigmar. The actual kind of events that happen during it are fucking awesome. Having everyone come together, you know, to fight this greater evil. The Skaven just being absolute dicks, you know, they're like, whatever, we don't care, we just want to have some fun. And then obviously having Chaos and the Beastmen. But like all the kind of normal enemies like Manfred and the Empire, in quotation marks, I guess, you know, all like these other factions, like even the Orcs as well, you know, realize that this is their final stand and they must come together, otherwise they're all gonna die. You know, they'll go back to fighting each other afterwards. They must fight and, you know, try and defeat Chaos right now. So we do have a pretty insane, gnarly battle line going up. I've been saying gnarly in these battles quite often, but I think, I mean, just look at that right there. The Elven Archers just shooting away. Look at that, just unleashing their bows. It's so awesome. I really wish we could get siege maps into this. I don't know if there is. Someone let me know in the comments. Is there a Helm's Deep map which is a land battle? Because I vaguely remember there being like a Helm's Deep land battle map where the walls are unusable, but there was just a huge breach point. Because that could be a fun battle to go ahead and throw ourselves into in the laboratory with all these units. I mean, we do have, what, almost 40,000 soldiers in this battle as the High Elves do try and push them back. Okay, let's do a little bit of micromanagement right now. We do need to send some support over to this right flank. I'm kind of tempted to throw the Swordmasters over. Unless all the Swordmasters already in there. The Swordmasters aren't in, but I really honestly don't think we do need help over here. I mean, granted as well, I'm actually going to commit another unit of archers over here and then probably spread out these archers. I mean, it looks like the High Elves are just absolutely ripping them apart. I honestly thought the Skaven battle line would do an amazing job here of just destroying the Sea Guard. But the Sea Guard are a really sturdy archer force. Like, I actually can't believe how well they are doing, because they are just cutting down the enemy position fairly nice. They're not doing lots of damage, but they're holding. However, this abomination has managed to break its way through the battle line, and it is going to be fierce. We can see it moving up right now into the front lines. And if that can get onto the archer line, that is not going to be good whatsoever. I believe we do have, you know, some soldiers coming over, but that's pretty deadly. Where is our Swordmaster? Our Swordmaster is over here. Let's send our Swordmaster off to go and duel with that. And let's go ahead and pop a nice little, you know, maybe some magic missiles off onto the thing as well. Let's try and do some magical damage. Cast that as you make your way over here. Please, Swordmaster. He'll be doing his way over there. And there we have it. The forces going flying in to the Archer battle line. That is not good whatsoever, because if this abomination can rout these guys, that's just going to be deadly. But at the moment, the High Elf weaponry is holding firm. I thought, you know, outnumbering them this much, giving them decent units would be enough. But I mean, the extra reload time is just beautiful. I mean, look at this as well. The last stand of the High Elves right here. That just looks amazing, and hopefully you guys like the Rise of Mordor soundtrack in the background. It's always so amazing to have that on. I mean, for me personally right now, I don't have it on. Oh my god, what just charged in right there and broke my center? Was it the Rat Ogres? Yeah, the Rat Ogres came flying in right now. They're going to be smashing this central line, and they can open this up. I mean, they have a lot of Storm Vermin here as well. If they can open up this position and just fly forward, then that is not going to be good for me. The Eagle Bolt Thrower is still going off, but I mean, these Skaven are covered in head to toe in Elven blood right now, and I'm sure also rat blood as well. How's the battle in the trees going? This is always something really cool, and something I always feel like I neglect a bit too much. The fighting in the trees in Warhammer is done perfectly, I think. It just always looks so cool. And the trees really don't obscure too much vision as well, so you can really just get this sense of, you know, of fighting without being able to be blinded. I think in Medieval 2, it is just so bad when you fight in trees, because you can barely zoom in and barely see anything, whereas in, you know, Warhammer, and I think Attila does a good job of it as well, there's a lot of open space down, where in Medieval 2, it's just, you know, littered with trees left, right, and center. So the Skaven and also some of the assassins have actually made their way kind of around the flank, and they can start closing in on the Sea Guard. As you can see, the battle line, can we see through the trees here? Just about right. You can just about see that. That's pretty cool, just to look down there and watch the battle line just holding them back. did not like me taking a screenshot there. I mean, the bounce power, I mean, the lag and stuff has actually been fine. It did get a little bit laggy, honestly. I think that's just down to all the arrow trails going off. We can go back on the normal speed right now. Looking again at bounce power, because if SKAVEN still have 23,000 soldiers left, so it's not really like the SKAVEN have lost too many soldiers. That is just spectacular as well. It looks so good with the thing in the background as well. The huge thing, the huge elven buildings, battle lines just going at it. Let's try and get one from all the way back here. The artillery coming in as well. Oh, that just looks amazing. Like, that's something that Warhammer just does amazingly. The graphics of the battle are just next to none. Like, it's just so good. All the arrows coming in, the artillery, the SKAVEN just jumping up, trying to break their way forward. The mist of the battle in the distance. So goddamn cool. And that's why I love doing these laboratory battles, because they are just so much fun. How's the Abomination doing, by the way? I probably should pay more attention to that.
Swordmaster of Hoeth.
Oh, the Swordmasters aren't going to be doing good, actually. Just form up here and then go around. I mean, the SKAVEN are really coming in now. Like, I honestly kind of thought for a second that, you know, I mean, if you look at the dead bodies, that the archers kind of did a really good job here, but... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Look at the Phoenix Guard right now. We're going to have to send reinforcements there ASAP. The Swordmasters of Hoeth are going to come up, and we're going to play as Tetris really quickly. Where are you, Tetris, my boy? Yeah, let's go ahead and pop off some boys. Let's go ahead and show these dudes that you are not easily messed with. You are a mighty, mighty mage, not to be taken lightly. I went into my own member. I swear that would have put it in the other direction, but I'm sure that would have killed a lot of SKAVEN right there. And we also have a few other, you know, spells we can pop off as well. You know, we can buff some soldiers. Flock of Doom would be a good spell to have right here. And your Chain Lightning wouldn't be a bad one either. I think we definitely need to push Chain Lightning over onto this right flank though as well. So we'll Flock of Doom here. Did we Flock of Doom? We did Flock of Doom, but is it already over? Oh, I guess it is.
We are doomed.
So we'll come over, cast our Chain Lightning, and you can just see that in the background, hopefully ripping through the enemy ranks. We also have another mage as well. I think if I shift F8, someone will control that unit or not. I don't actually know. We have a few spells though we can pop off, which will be really useful. No, oh, I guess these Swordmasters have to go in here, unfortunately. Yeah, the Swordmasters are just going to have to commit to this flank. I mean, the Phoenix Guard, they've been surrounded, they've been cut down. This has turned out so awesome. Look at that. They are completely surrounded. Never speaking a word. Even in battle, they are silent. As they know the name of the next Phoenix King. So they must keep their bell of silence. I feel like because I'm not really microing it much, I feel like the SKAVEN are just going to overwhelm the position. But when I try to do the AI only with this, they really just didn't handle it. The AI kind of reformed and it kind of defeated the purpose of the video. The whole purpose of the video is to see what the Elven Archers can do, and in the battle itself, the AI just honestly took control of the entire force and just reformed them, and then they just didn't shoot in anything. So you know, sometimes the AI can be a little bit buggy. I mean, this long line of spears has held, you know. It's not like it hasn't done a good job at keeping the enemy at bay. I mean, they even have some units still free. I mean, yeah, this entire center line is actually completely open. So I guess we're going to start converting the battle line a little bit. If we have any extra archers, that is good. And I think we need to send some soldiers round to this left flank to help out. Yeah, there's a flanks which are definitely hurting us. Let's bring Tetris over here again. Oh god, did not mean to do that. Ignore me there, and we'll go back and play right away. So let's bring Tetris over here.
I know the way.
He does know the way. That's always good. Hashtag dead meme. Yeah, this is a little bit scary. The Abomination, we honestly needed the Phoenix Guard to really deal with that. Let's turn around the artillery piece. I know this is going to take me a while to do. We'll change the standard shot and then we'll shoot them. So Tetris come round. I want to have some Chain Lightnings here. I want to have a lot. Oh my god, the Phoenix Guard have fell. That is not good. Cast that down on them. Also, let's knit of Amintok as well. That should slow them down, and then we can Flock of Doom as well. We have a net of Ammontok. Is there no Ammontok only one unit, or do I need to do the extended version?
Swordmaster of Hoeth.
I mean, either way, our archer line does need to probably turn around now to help out here. See, we have Chain Lightning going down, Flock of Doom. I think as well. Oh my God, Tellus, where are you going, my dude? I know, like, where are you going? Oh my God, he has just run through the battle line. Now you're a bit screwed, Tellus. You're not good at fighting. I mean, you're okay, but you're more of a mage, obviously. And the battle line is back there. You just rip through their lines. Let's go back, Tellus. Let's not over exaggerate. Actually, no, his Sword of Tellus as well is actually perfect for this. Let's go back if we can. Yeah, look at him go. Let's definitely go cinematic mode on this. Let's watch him run through. This is like Pelennor Fields right here with his charge impact. Oh, he did hit, I think, the Storm Vermin, which do have good charge defense. Yeah, Tellus, get out of there, my dude. I don't want you dying. You also have a lot of Winds of Magic. Swordmasters having to fight bravely against the enemy battle line. Archer fire still coming in as well. This has actually been a pretty balanced battle as the Storm Vermin fly against the Swordmasters of Hoeth. If you guys enjoy this as well, please do be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. It really does help out the channel. It lets me know that you want to see more of this. I tend to kind of, if videos do well, I'll do a lot more of them. So, you know, if this is something that you do want to see more of, then, you know, let me know. And then just obviously write down in the comments what you want to see next. If whether it is, you know, SKAVEN versus someone else, Lizardmen. I haven't done an entire Carnosaur army, which I think could be kind of fun. Let's pop another Flock of Doom down here. Let's also get some magic back as well. We have a potion as well. I've replenished his HP. We honestly need to try and kill this abomination as soon as we can. So let's pop off the flaming sword as well, just to boost up these guys, and then we'll throw Tellus in. How's the Swordmaster doing as well? Swordmaster of Hoeth is over here. I guess a nice little regrowth would be great. Regrowth is the area of effect one, right? So let's pop it like here. That should affect most of my units. And raise up. I mean, we can just get on board with the Swordmaster. Oh, no, he's way over here. What the hell are you doing over here? I thought you were in... Lawmaster. I was calling him Swordmaster. I'm an idiot. I probably just triggered about 2,000 Warhammer fans right there. The SKAVEN Hordes, though, to go back to it, have done a brutal job of breaking through here. And they've won on the right flank. I mean, obviously, it doesn't help that I'm not really playing the battle. So, obviously, there's stuff in there. But I feel like the cinematic value is just so much better, and replays don't tend to work in the laboratory either. That's why I've been enjoying doing the AI only mode, because it's kind of been quite fun. The AI seemed to handle it okay, but with this battle it just wasn't to be.
It will be done.
It will be done. We have our archers trying to kill this screaming, oh, not a screaming spell, this warp tower or whatever it's called, with the priest on there, the plague priest. Archers fight. I mean, how's the balance of power looking again? I mean, it's still in my favor. I only have 2,000 soldiers left though, and the SKAVEN have 12,000. I wish they had 1,200. And this left flank is literally about to collapse as well. And I think as soon as this line does collapse, it's not going to be good. Are you guys really moving forward? Can I shoot with one of you? I can. Oh, we should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't. This is going to be so much cool. I don't know why we didn't do this to begin with.
Reload artillery.
We should have done this. This is so, it's like a little mini game right here. Unleash hell on them. I mean, unfortunately, we're not doing enough damage right there, but you know, that left flank is going to crumble, and I think our right flank is going to crumble very soon. We still have plenty of ammunition, though, which is good. Oh, this abomination is going to go down very quickly. I think the artillery has finally made its way around. We've also actually smashed here as well. We bring our priest over of the light, and we actually have another phoenix we can also pop off. So let's go the extended version of that. Let's overcast the phoenix and just let it fly into the ranks. Hopefully I didn't do that too far off. Hopefully the phoenix will still do plenty of damage there. There, that was almost perfect. Burning through there, killing a lot of their forces, especially with all this arrow fire pouring in now. That's one of the awesome things about the laboratory, is when you stick up the unit scale, you just get so many archers flying in. So Skrillex is still in. His girl Skrillex right here, swinging around his what even that's called, his flail. For a second, I couldn't think what flail was. Swordmasters though should be able to. Yeah, they just cut him in half. Oh my god, they just cut him in half. Good on you, Swordmasters. That's going to be huge for the enemy morale right there. That's going to be absolutely huge. And as you can see, the SKAVEN are already starting to rout. Killing their general has obviously come in huge. We turn around here to try and take out that Tellus. Oh no, god damn, that Abomination is still not dead. I think they have now overwhelmed the artillery position. Yeah, it's actually really good by the SKAVEN. They've stopped this artillery position from shooting. However, if we can just get one more shot off, maybe we can kill that goddamn Abomination. Hopefully some of you guys can shoot, even though your brothers are being slaughtered there by the assassins. I've chained my archers over there, but come on, just one more shot and that Abomination should go down. There we go, perfect. That should be all she wrote for the Abomination. I'm hoping. No, it's still standing. Come on, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Taking a lot of these Eagle Bolt Throwers. And this battle is looking pretty grim for the High Elves. Just looks spectacular with the tower in the background. Oh my god, can someone kill it? Finally it is down. That took too many arrows. I mean, I guess that is what the Abomination is all about, right? Yeah, the SKAVEN horde is flying in now. Tellus is obviously still alive. He's actually taken on a large portion of their force as well. Let's pop his sword of Tellus. And if we can, we want to pop off this as well. To give the... Yeah, nice. We'll cast that. We'll also cast a Flock of Doom right here as well. Because I would love to give these guys the Burning Sword as well. Give them good armor piercing. It does look like the SKAVEN just have too many numbers. We only have 9,000 left, and their morale isn't great, but I think it's just going to be far too strong. I also really love the length of these battles as well. Because when we do go up to this many units, it takes a while, and we push up the leadership as well. We actually do end up having these big 20-odd minute battles. That's one of my biggest criticisms about Warhammer, is the length of the battles. They tend to always be just like not long enough, and they're just kind of too fast-paced for me personally. I'm not saying they're bad for being fast-paced. It's just I much prefer the strategy of like moving units into certain positions and having time to react to the enemy stuff. Whereas, you know, Warhammer is much more about that that hard micromanagement. You know, again, it is very important about having your units in the right places, but you kind of almost have to immediately have them there. You don't really have time to kind of answer the threats. So I kind of much more prefer that kind of armchair general type of play style. Oh my god, archers, turn your backs, please. Yeah, I know you're shooting arrows, but come on, you're being slaughtered by storm vermin now. As yeah, the SKAVEN horde descends upon the elven line. And these SKAVEN are caked in the blood of these high elves. Maybe Tyrion will have to come and avenge his brother. It's looking like it's going to come to that. Tellus, though, is being a bamf. Look at him go. He also has his replenishment right here as well. So let's pop off that. You know, he'll regenerate some HP, but you know, he won't be able to cast anything for 30 seconds. Tellus is just such a beast. I love it. I love him so much. He's probably one of my favorite New World characters, I think. Like, I kind of like Tyrion to begin with, but like the more I read about Tyrion, like Tyrion's cool. The more I read about Tellus, like he was just like, Tyrion is awesome. He's a really good sword fighter. But the more I read about Tellus, like just made me think like holy shit, he is so goddamn powerful. And I think that's one of the things that Total War kind of lacks in, honestly, in Warhammer. Like, I know Steel Faith does a great job of it, but I feel like Total War really doesn't harness the strength of the mages in, like, Mazdamundi is actually pretty good. He is Ruination of Cities, which is kind of a good spell. But, like, I feel like Tellus and, you know, Balthazar Gelt, like, really strong mages just don't really feel that impactful. I don't know, maybe I'm just a noob and I don't really use magic too much. But I don't know, like, I feel like if we just look at Tellus's spellbook, like, there's nothing really here that like blows me away and it's like, oh my god, this is an ultimate ability that is going to just devastate the enemy ranks, you know. Whereas Mazdamundi does have like 3 or 4 spells here, and like, you know, like Tellus is very good. So like, I don't understand why he doesn't have some as well. I mean, maybe you guys can tell me maybe it's more lore friendly, but he doesn't. The Elven lines are now breaking, falling back. The Sword Masters of Hoeth have retreated back, and I think we're only going to be giving back the last couple heroes that we do have remaining, and the battlefield isn't looking good. We have a few kind of men coming back from routing. I guess we'll use their arrows if we have them available, but yeah, the battle is basically over. Tellus is one of the last ones left remaining. I mean, we do also have some spells left remaining, so I guess maybe we'll pop off the last of our Winds of Magic if we can. Pop a Chain Lightning over here. Should do some damage on the enemy ranks. I mean, but they are very clumped up, so Chain Lightning being very nice. Oh wow, this thing is actually constant. There's a potion. I did not realise that. A potion just be constantly cast. That's really good. So what do we just have left? A few of our heroes. Yeah, who are being surrounded. The fall of Hoeth has begun. And I'll definitely have to redo this as well at some point when we go back with the when the new DLC comes out as well. Yeah, I mean, this mage doesn't really stand a chance. I'll try their best. Look at that as well in the distance. I don't know if you guys can notice, but if I can find it. There we go. The Elven statue in the distance looks very awesome.
Wielder of the winds.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the wielder of the winds for much longer. You're going to be the dead of the dead very, very soon, I'm afraid. We did manage to kill Skrillex, so I guess that's going to, you know, disband the enemy formation a little bit, but I mean, Tellus is going. How many kills is Tellus on out of interest?
Chosen of Hoeth.
No, he's on 1,000 kills. I guess it's not too crazy considering everything else, but I mean, we also have the Sword Master as well. How many? I mean, the Sword Master of Hoeth hasn't really done much. I mean, that's my fault. But they're holding, which is really impressive. Let's triple speed it really quickly, just for like a minute. I want to see like if their morale does drop or if they're just gonna break the SKAVEN, because like I wouldn't be too surprised if they actually managed to pull this one off. Okay, so I skipped ahead a bit just for the sake of the video being under 30 minutes, and just before I could zoom in, it does look like the Lore Master, I don't know why I keep on calling him that, the Lore Master and also Tellus did rout from the battlefield, so that was, you know, they kind of held for a while, but then just broke away, but I was really happy with how that battle turned out. It was very, very fun to watch, I felt. It was very fun to cast, and I mean, they got a lot of kills. This unit getting 3,000 kills, Tellus getting over 1,000. The Sword Master's getting over 1,000, 2,000 kills on these archers. It just wasn't enough. I mean, if we look as well at the SKAVEN forces, none of their soldiers really did anything too crazy. They just had the numbers. Outnumbering them 3-1 almost was just, you know, far too strong. Actually, no, yeah, they do outnumber us 3-1 almost exactly, right? Yeah, almost exactly. So, yeah, their numbers were just crazy good. Only 240 high elves managed to remain, whereas the SKAVEN horde of 8,000 can still move on and harass. Maybe Tyrion will have to step into the limelight and avenge his brother. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the battle itself. If you want to see more, obviously just tell me by hitting that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.